Wait, are we good? We're good, right? Right?
Yes.
Oh, we're live right now, right?
Yes.
Camera's working and everything? Right. Uh, hey guys, well, you guys know me. I'm Ace, Ace D'Angelo, uh, the thief extraordinaire, I guess? I mean, I don't know at this point. But, you know, I'm in Africa right now. Some cool guys are also here. Someone holding the camera. Uh, Ulrich, I think is his name. I don't know.
Hello.
Some Joe Schmo. And my new friend, his name is Killstreak, I think. I don't know.
Hello.
Yeah, he's scary.
He's cocking his
Or
shotgun.
yeah, uh, yeah, it's that guy. So, but he's also known as a comic squid. He has a bunch of socials that should be put somewhere.
That piece of fucking shit owes me $20.
Yeah,
Links to Atomic
he
Squid's
does.
Twitch and YouTube down below in the description on YouTube, and if you're watching on Twitch, you can find them on the Gas Network.
If you see that motherfucker, tell me he owes me $20.
He's fine piece of work, right, guys?
Yeah. If I had Atomic Squid here right now, I'd have to act up.
Oof.
Uh-huh.
Anyway, let's actually start flowing into the plot. So, when we had last left off, with Ace D'Angelo. Oh yeah, which in case it's not obvious, this is a crossover episode. Yeah. Hang on, sorry, I'm just taking off my sweater because it's fucking hot in my room.
You have a sweater on.
Yeah.
Where's that SpongeBob song? It's like striped sweater.
Best time to wear a pink sweater. Ah, hello, welcome, Shantaranti. Oh yeah, Hero Infinite. I'm not gonna give the whole spiel to explain this because this series has been going on. There's playlists on the YouTube channel that explain things well. Yeah. So as we open up, it's Ace had gotten on the boat fleeing from the scary man.
Yeah, I don't know his name.
April 4th. Yeah, April 4th. And as we open up, it's now April 20th. 420. Boo, boo, boo.
Hey.
Fun fact, I recently found out 420 is Hitler's birthday.
That's pretty cool.
Unfortunate lineup. I'm glad that it's more so remembered as 420 Day than anything else. As Weed Day. Happy birthday to Weed.
There's a funny story actually behind how 420 got that name as well.
Oh, it's because it was the police code for possession of marijuana.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there is, but but there's also the story I heard where there was these guys in California. They in the 60s. There was this legend in their school where there was some guy who was running away from the cops. He put I guess his stocks in a field, and so it was kind of like a treasure hunt for a lot of the people at this high school. And it's just kind of been like a secret code for every person. It's like, hey, 420 as the day that they were gonna go out and find this stuff.
From what I understand, 420 is it became the number because that's the that is the police code for possession of marijuana back when that was legal. We got a 420. We have somebody who has marijuana. So obviously we need to call in 30 police officers to subdue this man, right?
Of course, because that's what marijuana does. It makes you like Superman, apparently, and you need like 50,000 SWAT uniformed people.
Let's move back on the topic. So Ace was fleeing from the scary superpowered man, and we are it's now April 20th, and he's been on you've been on the boat for a few weeks, so it's heading to Africa, and it should be heading back home after this. The shipping boat.
Yeah.
And as we start, it's the boat is arriving at its destination, which you would have had time to, contact. I remember her name. It's totally not something I have to look up in my notes.
It starts with an A.
I'm totally not gonna have to have one of my players tell me it, because that'll be faster than me digging through my notes that are still not
Adelaide,
organized.
Montreal.
Adelaide, Montreal. I really need to organize my notes, and I haven't been. Actually, I should probably just start using the notes you guys have started making as a group, because they're way more organized than my notes.
Yeah.
Also, hang on. I never turned on streamer mode on my Discord. Professional. I'm professional. Anyway, so yeah, had time to talk with Adelaide and get the idea of where the boat's heading, and it's heading to a small a port in Africa, on the western hump of Africa, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the nation of insert nation name here. Actually, hang on, no, I shouldn't be that lazy. Give me 2 seconds. Sorry about that, I bumped my mic stand. Bum. 2 seconds, 2 seconds. You're arriving in a town in Gumball, or in the Gumball, in the Gambi, the Gambi. I can't read foreign names. In the Gambi.
The Gambi.
Small West African country.
All right.
The boat set arrives. Sorry, bring back up the notes I actually need in front of me. It's gonna be arriving there, and you know that in the area there's one the whole shipment place where the deliveries are being made, and not far off is a textile facility, which is likely where Francisco has all of the cotton here turned into actual fabric. And if they're having the crates full of fabric sent out, it's not unlikely that they won't also have the other crates being sent in that direction.
Alright. That shouldn't be too hard. I mean, I'm helping move the crates, right? So. Yeah,
So,
just.
the boat arrives in port, and you basically help continue blending in by helping to unload things, and they're getting unloaded onto delivery vehicles that are being driven by different guys who are in different uniforms than what you have.
How so? What the uniforms look like?
So the uniforms you're wearing, you're on a America United shipping boat. What's the word? Freight ship. So you're wearing the standard America United uniform, which is I don't know if I ever described what America United uniforms looked like in the last time you got some of their uniforms. It's the company's color scheme is blue and black. So the uniform is black pants, blue shirt with the America United logo, which is their logo. I don't think I've ever actually had the moment to describe that either. It's a rough caricaturization of North and South America, if you get what I mean. A very inaccurate outline of the two continents.
Yeah, they didn't put time into it, so.
Yeah, it's more so just supposed to give the general vibe and look nice. And then just from the side of it comes out America United. America next to North America, United next to South America.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Meanwhile, these guys, they're wearing a sort of nondescript delivery company uniform, white shirts, like white shirts, and many of them are wearing like either jeans or cargo pants.
Okay.
Little
And
patch of the delivery company on the shirt.
what type of cars are they driving?
Uh, or they're driving around. What do you call it? Not 18-wheeler trucks, but still like box trucks. You know what I mean? I don't know the word for it, but like they're driving like box trucks.
Okay. 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 So, I'm unloading these things, right? Just one at
Mm-hmm.
a time, simple.
Some of the bigger
Uh,
crates are being moved via forklift, while the smaller ones are being moved by hand.
Do I know which crates hold the, you know,
Flowers?
right?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Yes.
Can I pick up one of those crates
Mm-hmm.
and, see which cargo truck I would have to move it on?
Yeah, you're able to quickly figure out where they're bringing and loading those ones.
All right. And can I wait for a bit? See if anyone, is looking in my
Uh,
direction?
yeah, so you're
So
gonna
it's,
wait for a moment when someone's looking away, and then what's your plan once you
yes.
have that moment?
All right. It's maybe a bit risky. But can I go underneath the truck?
Yeah, and like hold on to it from below.
Yes.
Okay. So I'm gonna start with a stealth check. You got level 2
Plus
guile,
two,
right? Yeah.
level two guile? Yeah, no, just plus two.
What is it?
Plus two. Plus two.
Yeah, okay. Alright, what is it? Can you read the description for your guile ability real fast?
The heroes light on their feet, being able to sneak and steal with ease, getting plus 2d for such
Yeah.
checks.
Yeah, so the 2D is because you have level 2 guile.
Alright,
At level 1 guile will just give 1 die.
got you.
Uh, and because no one's actively watching you at the moment, you just have to pass a passive level skill check of 2, which you do.
Alright,
It's a thing.
good.
That's a mechanic. This is my own system, and I often overlook certain rules. I gotta remember that passive level skill checks are level 2. If somebody's not actively looking out for someone doing a stealth check, if the person gets 2 or more successes, they pass. 3 in a more high security situation.
Alright,
So, yeah, you successfully go underneath, and you'd wait a bit for it to start driving, and then I'm gonna have you do an athletics check to try and hold on to the bottom of the driving truck while it goes.
athletics. Mm, how much would it be for advantage again? Just
An additional die is 1 hero point per die.
gonna spend a hero point. Just one.
Alright. Alright, good. That 1 hero point got you to the passing the check.
Yes.
You had 2 successes that gave you the third you needed, and I had set this as a level 3 challenge. So,
Nice.
you like, when no one's looking, drop roll underneath, and then, like, once you hear the car start up, you grab onto, like, spots on the bottom that you know won't be moving and won't be hot, and lift yourself up. And the truck starts driving. And, it drives for a good bit through the small, or through the average-sized African town. And you eventually arrive, like, eventually the truck slows to a stop and then parks. And, like, you can tell it's
Alright.
not, like, stopping at a red light or something, or crossing where it has, like, at an actual proper parking space as they turn the engine off.
Alright. I'll just wait for a bit until I don't hear any movement. Like from any direction at all.
Mm-hmm.
So, coast is clear
Yeah.
type thing.
Yeah.
And I'll
Then what do you do?
just alright. I wait. Alright, I think it's good. Try and peek under. from out where I am, positioned.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, where are we right now?
So we established already that you had a little bit of prep time and would have been looking at satellite images and stuff. You're pretty sure you're at the textile facility, which
Huh.
looking at or remembering from the maps and stuff you have, the textile facility is a large warehouse type building with a parking lot that's fenced off. What's actually in the warehouse you don't know, and you're in the fenced off parking lot currently.
Okay. Any guards nearby? Are there people like actively
There's
watching?
you do notice there's an unusually unusually large number of guards for what's supposed to just be a textile facility.
Hmm. Okay. Shouldn't be too hard. Easy peasy. Right. Um. So I'm locked off right now, right? I'm on the outside. So, the
You're in the fenced off area underneath the
I'm in the
truck.
fenced stuff. I'm in the fenced off area. All right.
Yep, the parking lot is fenced off, and you're inside of it, under the parked car.
Okay, gotcha. So, any open doors nearby? Like, where can I assume the cargo area is, where it's like goes in and out, right?
Uh,
Street
Sorry,
smarts.
Han. Repeat that. That my brain failed.
Where do they haul off the stuff?
So,
Like, can I see an
uh,
open door? Where's
yeah, you
people
can
coming
see
through?
that they currently have a like there's a pair of double doors that are open and guys are unloading crates and they're straight up opening the bigger crates of the drugs and just like loading the flowers into smaller ones, like very open, like they're not hiding what they're doing here very well.
Good thing I didn't decide to go in one of those crates. Shit. All
Mm-hmm.
right. So they're still loading in and off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's guards around. So I'll wait for a bit until, I feel like there's, you know, no prying eyes, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna just try and go inside real quick.
Like
All
sneak
right.
in.
Yeah.
Alright. So this time, rather than going with a base passive check, there's guards actively watching the area, so you're rolling against their active perception checks that they're making.
All right.
But of course, you get 2 bonus dice from your guile. So you got 5 successes versus their 3. So like you wait for a moment when no one's looking, and then you sort of roll to the side, like not towards where the double doors are, because that's where everyone's walking away, but in the other direction, and then creep over to where you can like to one of the other side doors and slip in through that. Because going in through the double doors, they would immediately see you because there's guards right there. But you slip in through another side door that they have, and you enter the building and it's a like wide open, almost sweatshop type setup in here, where you can see the entire facility is like you're immediately like able to get a lay of it. It has been done up to like half of the facility is people doing textiles, so it's like sewing the fabric together and patterns into it where it needs to be, etc. While the other half is a drug lab. Turning these flowers into polar freeze.
I just sort of give a blank stare for a bit, like seeing this.
Mm-hmm.
Is my phone charged?
Yes.
All right. I just take a picture.
Mm-hmm. You
Like,
start.
yeah, just take some pictures. I mean, fucking drug lab in the middle of Africa, dude. It's like shit.
Hmm.
Take a couple pictures. You
You,
know,
you
the
can see
usual.
there's one back room, which you would assume would be an office, but it's at the opposite side of the building from where you are. So to give a better idea of the building now that you've seen the interior, it's the wide open room with rows of like tables that are set up for drug manufacture, like almost assembly line style manufacturing of drugs and clothing, where all of it funnels in towards the middle as it's being made, where the drugs are wrapped up in the fabric and then packed away in boxes for shipping. So, very obvious exactly what Adelaide had theorized, them smuggling drugs into the country through the clothing.
Smart cookie.
And then the words in my mouth. I can speak them.
His catchphrase.
In the middle of where everything's funneled out, there's the larger double doors where they would take shipments in or out, and there's a number of smaller like doors that can be used as fire escapes for people slipping out for smoking breaks, scattered around the surrounding walls. Like two on on the left wall where the double doors are. There's one on either side of the double doors, a little distance away, and on the opposite side of the building, there's two across, like straight across from the side exit doors. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
And then across the room at the other end, you can see like one other closed off room, which would likely be an office.
Well, they have to have windows, so...
Yes, there's skylight windows as well as high-positioned windows around the warehouse area. The sweatshop, I should say, the sweatshop area.
Alright. It shouldn't be too hard. How... how are these guys looking, the sweatshop workers? Do they look similar, like, as how rugged I'm looking right now?
Yeah, I mean, one thing worth noting is, you're in Africa, so a lot of the people are African. I'll let you put two and two together. Because your character's, white.
Feels like a generalization, dude. I don't know.
This is a scenario where, your disguises wouldn't work without you doing something that would get us in trouble on Twitter.
What about the guards?
Guards similarly, all of a similar skin tone. Yeah, I will say, if you want there to be white guards for you to try and get a disguise, I will allow you to diversify the group of people here for 10 hero points.
Nah.
Actually, 8 hero points.
Nah.
Okay. So you're in stealthing mode right now, more than anything.
Yes. Alright. Easy peasy. And fire doors, are they close by to me?
The doors to the doors out of the building or doors to the office?
Both. Either or.
You're at the southern end of the building, right next to the door that you just snuck in through.
Yes.
You're at the southern end of the building on the eastern wall. There's another door straight across from you at the western wall. And the office is at the northern end of the building.
Huh? It's a lot to take in. Alright.
Maybe I should bring up a thing to draw a map. Do you think that would help?
Maps wouldn't hurt.
Okay, let me,
If it's gonna be something big, probably wouldn't hurt.
Okay, here we go, my art program. Yeah, my art program. Let me just boop, boop, boop. So, this is the entire property, with the gate in and out of the parking lot being here. The building is here. The truck is parked here. The door you came in through is here. There's a set of double doors here, and another door here. This isn't all perfectly scaled, but it gives you a general idea of the look of the building.
Yeah.
And then the office is over here, with a door in and out of it right here. And then, inside there'd be rows of... hang on. Rows of tables doing work. The scale and proportioning here is very not good. But it gives you an idea. And so you are right down here right now. The building is way bigger than I'm making it look. You get what I mean?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. So, that's the situation.
Okay.
So what is your plan?
I'm going to go towards that first door in front of me, right? The fire exit, I assume?
The
Like,
one
not
across from you on the
yeah, that
eastern
one.
wall? Okay. I'm
Yeah.
gonna stealth check you again.
Let's do.
Okay. Ooh, it's a good thing you have guile.
Yeah, it's the thing he's supposed to be good in.
Yep, the guile dice are what made you pass that. Oops. Oops. I was typing on the wrong keyboard. There we go. Ow. Sorry, I bumped the mic. Okay. Sorry. So, you get down, you're like stealthing about through the sweatshop tables, and as you're about halfway across, all of a sudden, you hear a smash, and you look over, and something fell in through the skylight, and you look at it for a moment, and you realize, is that a flashbang?
What the hell is? Oh, I'm gonna close my eyes real quick.
Yeah, I mean, close your eyes and cover your ears. You hear
Yeah.
it go off, and then you open your eyes afterward, and behind it, a guy drops in, and he's wearing a So Cerulean Industries has these for their very high end, uber expensive military tech, these exoskeleton things. Have you ever seen the movie Edge of Tomorrow?
No.
Hang on. Look up Edge of Tomorrow power suit. Let me see if I can get it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Oh, hang on. Fuck. I typed on the wrong keyboard again. The trouble of having two PCs for my recording setup is that I now always type on the wrong thing. Here we go. Yeah, I want to post a reference image so people know what I'm talking about.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. I just wanted to make it visible on stream.
Or a Call of Duty Advanced Warfare had something like that too.
Hang on. Maybe that one will be a better example of what I mean. God, why am I having such a hard time finding a good image? Okay, yeah, here we go. This is alright. Well, is that an alright image? I'm trying to find one that shows it off better. What do you know what it's called in Advanced Warfare?
Quite literally exosuits.
Exosuits. Okay, and I actually just found a really good image, so I'm gonna go ahead and post it into Ulrich Talk on the server, and then show it on stream. A piece of random example artwork using Call of Duty as reference. Um, Come on, let me show the thing.
Am I in
There.
a drug
So
raid right now?
something kind of
Just
like
realized.
that. Is like the armor, the thing that they offer. This guy is wearing that, but just on the legs. He doesn't have the upper half of it. As
Okay.
this guy drops down, and like as he stands up, you see he's holding in either hand a submachine gun, like smaller ones. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
he's wearing words that I can use. He's wearing all black, like ski mask, black t-shirt, black pants, and he just like the guards are all like dazed for a moment, and he just looks around, and goes "Vaya con Dios," and he starts firing his guns at all of the fucking armed guards.
Okay, I'm definitely gunning towards the exit doors now.
Yeah, you continue crawling toward it, it's like shit, shit, shit.
Fuck, 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 fuck.
And with that, we're gonna step away from this scene to the skies above the city. Words. Kill streak.
Hey.
When we left off, you were heading toward, or you were seeking out, what was his name again?
Carlos Vandita.
Yeah, Carlos Vandita. And, you know, you've been trying to track his movements for where he's gone since he went to AWOL from the military programs.
Mm.
He had last been seen by the U.S. military in the Middle East shortly after he went AWOL.
Mm-hmm.
And you started like tracing sightings of what you're on. Like Daisy is sure was him. He would have fled off towards the area around the Suez Canal, and his next appearance would be completely masked using some military equipment, stopping a group of smugglers smuggling animals.
Okay.
There were no survivors. The wild animals were found by Interpol and returned to their native environments. They had been called to the situation on an anonymous tip. Things similar to this continued to happen, zigzagging all through northern Africa. You know, seen in Egypt, seen in what's the name? I'm blanking on names of countries right now. He just started zigzagging around, basically like around the area of the Suez Canal, and then down south of the Sahara Desert, moving through countries there, stopping various international criminal groups from doing their things. Like human trafficking, animal trafficking, drug trades, all the like.
Okay.
And you've now finally tracked him to Daisy's fairly certain that he's within this city based off of images that she was able to find online. Of, you know, like, just people posting pictures online and her, like, being like, that looks like him, you know, through, like, tracking software that she has. Or, like you know what I mean. Going through the internet so fast and checking things within the areas where she thinks he'd likely be.
Right.
And, like, you're flying in your VTOL and she, like... Daisy, like, at this point you're flying in the VTOL and Daisy's, like, using the sensor equipment on it to just start, like, scan the city trying to look, like, pinpoint him if he's just walking the streets.
Yeah.
So that's the best you have at the moment?
Okay. At the moment, I would say Killstreak is like equipping whatever he needs, so like guns and you know,
just doing
grenades.
equipment maintenance.
Yeah, you know, doing the weapons check.
Oh God, was it again Rico? What? Your
Rico
name?
Valentine.
Yeah. Rico. I believe I may have found something.
What is it?
And she starts playing a call to the local police force about gunfire around a textile facility. I would not be surprised if this was if this in some way tied to if this somehow tied to Carlos.
Is there any chance we can get any closer to the area?
I'm already on my way. And like as she says that, the back of the VTOL opens up, and she's like, "We're above the location now. Would you like to perform a opera? Or would you like to drop into the AO?"
Already on it.
He's
like charging out the door.
Yeah, get on your armor and equipment and jump out and fucking. Meanwhile, Ace crawling across the floor like, oh god, now the guards have now woken up from what's happening. Or like the ones that weren't in the room, they're now like looking in. The ones that haven't been shot yet, or who are sworn up to take cover, their vision is returning, and so now you just hear it's like a firefight. The other guy like kicks up a table, has a shield on one end, and starts firing at the guards around him on the other, or like trying to see him on the other end. And you're right near the door when suddenly the ceiling crashes in, and you would see a guy in government-issued power armor drop down in front of you.
He's gonna do the iconic superhero landing.
Fuck, I'm just gonna open the door real fast.
He is between you and the door. This guy who just landed in. You are underneath one of the tables of the sweatshop, and he just crashed down on the ground in front of you right before you were about to arrive at the doorway.
Can I go?
Killstreak looks over, and he's gonna look around the area to see what's going on. And pulls out a rifle. You
see what is very clearly a drug lab here. A number of armed guys all they were focusing their attention, some of them are now looking toward you, on a guy wearing, or a guy in the middle of the room wearing a ski mask, black t-shirt, black jeans, and what is very clearly some salvaged, exo frame equipment on his legs.
He's gonna communicate with Daisy. Is that our guy?
Odds are quite high.
It
appears as though there's a polar freeze, or an operation here creating polar freeze.
Can I go?
Poor Ace.
Killstreak is basically just gonna go after the guy.
Not even paying attention to Ace D'Angelo on the ground.
Not necessarily. I would assume that Killstreak is like dedicated to the mission, and he would be like, oh, it's just a civilian or a tourist or something like that.
You're running towards Vendita then.
Yes.
Okay, so now we're gonna enter proper turn-based situation. No challenge meter yet, though, necessarily. So, you're gonna spend your minor action moving towards Vendita, and Ace, you said you were gonna... or once he's out of the way, you're just gonna run for the door and get out of the room, right?
Yes.
Right. Do either of you have any further plans beyond move towards the thing you want to go toward?
I feel like if Ace is in the vicinity area, if things don't go well with, speaking with Carlos, that he'd want to talk with somebody in the area, so you might want to keep tabs on him.
All right, but you're nothing beyond like keeping an eye on where that guy just ran. The only white person in the room.
He's already halfway out the door.
He's gonna advise Dee to keep track of that guy. That's about it.
Understood. All right. So Ace, you are you doing anything other than running for the door?
No, not really. I mean, I had a plan before all this shit went down. So
yeah. So you rush towards the door. Yeah, you get up and like rush towards the door, and like basically nothing stops you from going out. Meanwhile, sorry, go ahead. What?
Oh, go ahead.
Meanwhile, Killstreak, you run towards Carlos, who is currently in the process of fighting off several armed people, and you are wearing military issued power armor.
Yep.
He looks at you for a moment and immediately turns the attention of his gunfire onto you.
I'm gonna try and matrix this shit, dodge his bullets, and try to like communicate him, saying like, "Stand down. I'm not trying to kill you."
Alright, so I'm gonna roll for a
Everything
dodge
will
from
and
you.
can be used against you in a court of law.
His action is being done at disadvantage because, this is technically him reacting to your action, not doing something on his own turn.
No, I get it. Yeah.
Do you have anything that would give you buffs in a dodge action?
In a dodge action, I mean, like, the only thing I could think of maybe is, well, this wouldn't be necessarily dodge. This is more of like, I guess, absorbing damage would be the superpower, which is his energy shield.
Oh, so you're gonna kick up your energy shield as you're doing this? I will allow that.
Yeah.
So you start like running towards him, and he just looks over, sees a guy in power armor running at him, and does the logical thing of opening fire on them. And a few stray shots hit you before you realize, like, oh, I need to get my shield up. But you're already wearing, near bulletproof power armor, so they just sort of like bounce off of you, and you're fine. Like one of them does hit your visor and crack it a tiny bit.
He's gonna make mental note to try and keep his armor in check or for better maintenance.
Mm-hmm. So what's your plan as you run towards this guy?
He's trying to communicate with him, saying, "Carlos Vendita, I'm not here to kill you. I'm here to rescue you."
Alright. Now we're gonna move on to the turns of the NPCs. Starting with Carlos, and Carlos looks at you and he's like, rescue me? I don't need any rescuing. And the table that he had up as a guard, he's gonna throw that table at you.
Killstreak's gonna use his super strength, just punch through the table.
That's fucking awesome. I'm gonna count that as a block action if facilitated by your super strength. How many dice do you get from your super strength?
We didn't write down the dice. I do have the level for the super strength.
What level is it? Level 2.
2.
So that means you get 2 dice.
Okay.
And your armor facilitates your strength with an extra die as well, right?
Yes, that's an
power.
additional +1.
Jesus fucking Christ. Okay. So he rolled 6 successes, and he rolled 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hold on. Yeah. 8, 9 successes and 1 dice break, coming out to a total of 8. So
Okay.
you punch the table and fucking splinter it to pieces as he throws it at you. And as he threw it, he sort of like started to like move away from you and move towards where the office is, coincidentally enough.
Killstreak is like charging. He's gonna go like directly through the wall if necessary.
Well, hold on, it's not your turn yet.
Sorry.
Meanwhile, all of the various armed guys are now opening fire on both you and the other guy. So now you also have more people firing guns at you from other directions.
Oh, yeah, okay. I would say he's not really paying attention to the armed guards, although I would say, are there any like getting in his way, like directly in his way?
No, they're all just off to the side firing, and it's worth noting that you will roll with disadvantage on what you do because this is your second reaction in a turn.
Okay. I would say that he's going to continue to run, but he's like running and gunning, hip firing the guards, aiming for like arms or the stomach area.
So you're counter-attacking at the surrounding guards?
Yeah.
Okay. So that means you're gonna have 2 disadvantage on your roll.
Can I add some hero points to it?
Yes, you can add hero points, or you can spend points to remove the disadvantage.
I will actually. You know what? I'm going to. No. I'm going to use the hero points to add more. Add more
Okay.
dice.
How many dice do you want to add?
I'm going to use 10 hero points. So
That's 1 die per hero point, so that's 10 dice.
Yes.
Yeah. Alright. Oh.
Jesus.
You know how last session you kept rolling super fucking good?
It's another instance
No,
of this.
no, I think all the luck was used up.
Okay.
You rolled 4 successes, so that means it's reduced by 2 because of the disadvantages, and you rolled 2 dice breaks, meaning you got 0 successes.
Okay. Is there a way to even them out?
You can spend 2, or if you spend 1 hero point, you're tied with the enemies. If you spend 2, you will draw, or if you spend 1, you'll draw with them. If you spend 2, you'll have the advantage. Also, real quick, what colors do you guys associate with your characters?
So the primary is black with the secondary being green. So,
Alright, what about you, Ace?
Fucking yellow, dude.
Yellow? Right. So I'm gonna use yellow and black for for your guys' combat meter. Because you guys are gonna sort of share one. But I feel like it isn't really gonna be doing much in terms of use for that combat meter.
okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now I'm just putting the enemy's end in.
By the way, I'm going to be spending 2 hero points just to.
Okay. And you guys start with an advantage in the situation because of the way the other guy was acting, but here's the UI now. You're spending just 1 hero point to tie?
No, 2.
2? Okay. So that counterattack means you are pushing it 1 in your favor. So they start like all firing at you, but like every time one starts to raise the gun, some of them get shots off, but you like avoid them or block them with your shield, and you start shooting the guards in the like lower half to drop them to the ground.
Yes.
And now it's your guys' turn again. Ace, you've successfully escaped, and you're in a thin area between the building and the chain link fence.
Alright. Getting to that office, and do I see the door on the opposite end?
The door
Like
on the opposite end leads back into the warehouse, yes. There does not seem to be a door that leads into the office, but there are some high-standing windows that you would need to climb to if you wanted to try and go through them.
I think it's better going through that door, to be honest.
That door will take you back into where the firefight is happening.
But I'll be closer to the office. I'll be like right there.
Okay. So it's a minor action to go over there and step through. You guys, oh god, this is the first time either of you have been in a multiplayer situation, so I should explain some things.
Okay.
Let me better explain how turn formatting goes here so that you guys understand. In Heart of Action, players are put into teams. So currently, you two are a team because you are both players who are sort of on the same side. And fucking what's his name? Carlos is on his own team, and all of the other people in the building are on a third team. So you guys both share a turn, then Carlos gets a turn, then the other people get a turn. So in your turn, you guys are like can sort of, if you want to, you can work together to do things at the same time and communicate as players.
Okay.
To sort of sync your actions in a way.
Alright.
So Ace wants to make his way to the other door and go back in, which would just be a minor action, so you'd still have a major action after that. Which you can spend moving even further if you wanted to.
Sure.
Alright. So you're gonna try and go and run through the firefight and go into the office area?
Yeah, just real quick, just crawling.
Oh, so you're not gonna try and run through fastly, you're gonna try and like keep low to the ground and zigzag and duck and roll a lot.
Guns, dude.
Okay.
I'm
Meanwhile,
a normal man.
What is Killstreak doing?
Killstreak is just hauling ass. Like, you know that video of the school bus that gets rammed out of nowhere by the train? Well, in this case, Rico is the train, and he's looking for Carlos's school bus.
Does he see me crawling towards the?
Yeah, I'll leave that up to Greg here, if
I
Killstreak sees.
I feel like he would, but it's like on the visual periphery, where
Like you
it's like
like
can see
you notice it, but you don't pay heed to it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're trying to catch Carlos Vondita.
Yes.
Okay. So one of you is gonna need to roll to avoid getting shot at, Ace, while the other one
Yeah.
is going to need to roll to
I
try and capture Carlos. Who should I roll for first?
I got a plus.
Start
I got a
with
plus
Ace.
2. I got a plus 2 to that.
Start with Ace because he's the one that's having his life be in danger at the moment. I'm just
All
doing a Jackie Chan speed chase right now.
You get +2 to dodging type actions.
Yep, fleet-footed.
So the enemies are rolling with 2 disadvantage because 1, you're not necessarily their target, and 2, it's your turn that this attack is happening on. So you just rolled 4, 5, 7 successes.
Oh, I think that's good.
Yeah, that's really fucking good. That's like Hussein Bolt, like, man, like, that's fast enough that you are, like, as you're running, you're matrix dodging through these bullets. You know, like, you're diving forward in between 2 bullets that are flying by. Like, you're dipping, dodging, and rolling like a badass.
That's pretty cool.
And you get to that office door, and you open it up. Meanwhile, Kill Streak, you get 3 advantage on this.
Okay.
Jeez.
Remember what I just said about all your luck was used up last time?
It happened again.
You rolled 3 crashing failures or 3 dice breaks and no successes, resulting in a crashing failure.
I'm gonna level it out.
You would bring it back to a level 0 with 3 hero points.
Yeah, I want to at least,
Not critically fail, just normal fail.
Yeah.
So, Ace, you run to the office door, throw it open and run in, and then right behind you, the guy with the ski mask walks in behind you and slams the door shut, and then looks at you.
Hello?
And he puts the gun to your head and says, "What the hell are you doing here?" And then he hesitates and he's gonna try and grab you and back away and hold you up as a human shield.
Stuff!
Are you gonna try and stop, dodge and avoid him, or are you gonna let him do it?
He has a fucking gun. I don't know. He's gonna brain me if I move.
Alright, so you just let him take you hostage. Get a hero point for allowing him to take you hostage.
He has a gun. He's gonna brain me if I move. I mean,
yeah, so now he's holding you by the shoulder and is backing away from the doorway. Meanwhile, now it's the many goons' turn, and they're all gonna keep trying to shoot at you, Killstreak.
Well, he's gonna be doing what Killstreak does best, which is just run and gun.
Yeah, so you sort of turn around and start firing on the ones that are still shooting at you.
Yes.
he's gonna keep his namesake. I like it.
So counterattack means that you roll with a disadvantage. Because rather than just dodging, you're trying to fire back on them.
Yeah.
And you rolled 1 success and they rolled 4.
Oh boy. I'm gonna use at least 2 hero points on this one.
So you didn't roll any dice breaks?
No dice. Oh, so this.
Yeah. And you would have had to declare buying more dice as you said the action that you were doing.
Right. Okay. I'm sorry.
That being said, you can buy, if you look at the action cost table, you can buy extra action or extra successes, but at 5 points a pop.
You know what? No, I'm just gonna let it be.
Okay. So that means it's gonna go 3 points against you.
That's fine.
1, 2, 3. So yeah, they you are moving towards the door and they start hitting various bits of your armor, and you hear inside, armor integrity is dropping. They are not good shots, but there's enough of them that they're getting lucky hits on weak spots within the armor. Perhaps improvements would be worthwhile. Oh yeah, You never described how you wanted Daisy to project themselves on stream, did you?
I'm currently working on a piece for that, but
Yeah.
I do have some ideas.
If you want to describe the appearance, I'm gonna facilitate the description real fast of. If anybody's ever watched the YouTube series Red vs. Blue, the way they depict an AI is a little holographic person walking around in someone's vision. Sort of similar to how, referencing more Hero Infinite, how Ben is the only one that can see Carbide. It's a entity represented that only Killstreak can see. But so, do you want to describe what it looks like?
So Daisy is she basically takes on, she can take on any form that she wants, but she primarily takes on the form of either bunny rabbits, and that's usually if she's either being, cutesy, or a troll, an internet troll, a little piece of shit, or her typical like bunny girl kind of out. Like if you've ever watched, like, I don't know, like insert any anime that has like an anime girl dressed in a bunny girl outfit, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like that.
So like a Playboy bunny.
Yeah, and I would say that like she can be seen by, anybody, although because he's wearing his
she doesn't have any way to project her appearance to people, so currently she only projects herself in your heads-up display for you.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Your suit doesn't have the technology to make herself visible to others yet.
Right. I forgot about that. But yeah, so that's kind of like the rundown of at least what she looks like.
Yeah. So she's like standing in your peripheral vision as she's saying like that, like, the thing, and she seems like thoughtful. She's like, perhaps there's room for upgrades within the armor.
He's like, mark that down on my Amazon wish list. I mean,
your America United wish list.
My America United wish
list. That is the canon company that is the equivalent in this universe.
Mark it down on my America United wish list.
Man, fun little side note. My girlfriend Arm, she asked me for a list of all of the corporate entities in setting so that she can create logos and artwork for them. Because, fun fact, she's a graphic design major and can actually make company logos. And so she's doing that.
Ooh.
Which I find quite funny.
It's very talented. Go watch her YouTube channel and her artwork.
She has a couple of small. She has a couple of small art, like time lapses.
Yes.
Follow her on Tumblr. I plug all of her shit on any video she's in. Just go to my GF Makes Me Read Homestuck and go in the description of one of those. There'll be links to her stuff there.
Or any of the Halo misadventures.
Oh god, I want to play more of that with her. Anyway, let's get back on track.
Sorry.
No, it's good. Plug. Consume content.
Yes. Alright, so he's taking damage.
Yeah, you take a little bit of damage, and now it's back to your guys' turn. So, Ryan, you're currently being held hostage.
Do you really have to hold me like this? I mean, I could just go on about my day.
What is Killstreak gonna do?
So can Killstreak see that he's being held hostage?
No, because it's in the other room. But I assume you're gonna burst into that room, right?
Yes, seeing that he's taken. Is there a window by this office?
The only windows are high placed ones.
Okay.
But you'd burst in through the door that just got closed, right?
Yeah, he's just.
I imagine literally burst in. Like I imagine you just walk through that doorway.
Yeah, like he's like charging. He takes the damage, and he's having that conversation with DZ. And as he does, he just like bursts in.
Yeah, door splinters, and fucking as you do, you hear Carlos. He's like, "Don't fucking move."
I'm not moving.
Not you. Well, you too, but neither of you move. And he's got the gun held up to his.
Killstreak's looking at Carlos. He's like, Carlos, you're not gonna kill him.
Yeah, it's not like he kill me anyways.
What makes you say that? And how do you know my... of course you know my name. I'm not going back to the United States.
Relax.
I'm done fighting your wars.
Relax, I'm not here
Mhm.
to represent the United States in this conversation. I'm here to represent my own agenda.
As they're talking, is there any like little openings in his armor?
In
It's just it's like
y-
an exosuit. What am I talking about?
yeah, it's just a little bit of framing around his legs, so there's 100% openings.
All right. As they're talking, can I just very, very cautiously pull out a taser and go for his shooting arm?
Yes, you can.
You son of a bitch.
You both have a major action if you want to spend it.
I think that's my major action, right?
Yeah.
If he's gonna tase him, Killstreak's gonna go in for the tackle.
All right. So
Would this be
And I'm gonna use my hero points on that one.
okay.
Shit, I forgot my
All right,
shit.
hang on. So whose action should I play out first?
I would say Carlos, since he's like I said, like right up with him, he's gonna do the taser thing.
Do you agree, Ace, that the tackle happens before the tase? Or do you guys think
Yeah.
it should be tase first, then tackle?
Well, that's what I was implying. Tase first and then tackle.
Oh, tase then tackle?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think I have anything that can help with this.
Yeah, other than hero points, none of your stats would help.
I used to.
You're gonna use 2 hero points?
Yeah.
Alright.
So we're all
Yeah.
using hero points.
I mean, I have a lot of hero points now.
So Ace rolled a total of 0 successes, and the other guy rolled 4. Before I say
Sounds
what
about right.
happens, I'm gonna do the roll for Killstreak, who of course has super strength and the armor buff, which I should at some point rectify the description of your super strength, because it's not just super strength. It also aids actions of like agility and speed.
Yeah, there are like other factors involved. But should I should probably mention that I'm dropping a whole 30 hero points on this one.
Okay, sure.
I respect it.
I'm
9, 10,
determined.
11,
I
12,
am a
13,
man
14,
on a
15,
mission.
16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. Alright, that's a fail, that's a fail, that's a fail, that's a fail, that's a fail. That's a fail. That's a fail, that's a fail, that's a fail. That's a fail. That's a
What the
fail, that's a fail. I mean, you rolled 30 dice, there's a 50-50 chance of these dice failing and succeeding.
Yeah, no,
So-
I hear you.
On average, you're gonna get about 15 failures within this, which you got less than that, if that helps. This
Okay.
here, there's 2 10s in that, so... One of those was a 10, another one was another fail. Okay. So, in total... You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 successes.
Beautiful.
And the other guy got 1.
Nice.
So-
I think Carlos loses this one.
You go to tase the guy, but he'd realize what you're doing. And rather than shoot you, he'd sort of push you forward and sort of, like, just get you away from him. And as that happens, you lunge forward, Killstreak, grab Ace by the shoulder and sort of move him to the side gently. As in a swift motion, you grab Carlos, spin him around, and pin him against the wall, completely just, like, disarming his guns and having him, like, you crack the wall a little bit when you pin him against it. And you knocked him unconscious by slamming him on the wall so hard.
Yes. Fuck was that?
He's thinking to himself, well, that could have gone better.
And you can hear the other guys outside.
He's gonna, Mhm.
It's worth mentioning, now that you're in the office, you can see that it's got a desk, some shelves, and a radio set up. The shelves are and some filing cabinets.
Okay.
Now, it's enemies' turns before you guys get another thing.
yeah.
Sad.
A couple of
Sad.
guys are gonna come running in and try and open fire on, their target is Killstreak, but you're both gonna be sort of caught in that crossfire.
He's countering that by just upping his shields to maximum power.
I just duck in the corner, I guess, or hide behind one of the chairs.
Okay. So I'll roll for Ace's dodge first.
+2.
Yee. Their action is done at a disadvantage because you're not specifically their target. Oh my fucking god, they rolled a -1 success.
Yes.
So it was like the gun blow up in their hands or something like that?
What I'm gonna treat that -1 as is I'm gonna carry that over to an additional disadvantage when they attack you.
Okay.
So they're rolling with a disadvantage on their attack on you as well. Do you get any buffs to the use of your shield? Like in this case, it's a reaction to try and get your shield out fast enough.
I don't see any buffs mentioned. All I know is that, like, with the armor being what it is, plus his super strength.
You know, I never addressed a thing. I forgot.
Yeah.
I meant to talk about this. This is the thing I completely forgot to tell you and completely forgot to write down. Daisy being in your armor is capable of helping to access your shield and bring it up for you. That's a thing I forgot about.
Okay. Okay. That helps.
That helps a little
That
bit.
being said, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They just rolled 8 successes after the disadvantage removed 1. They only rolled 5 dice. They got so many dice bursts. I'm so sorry.
It is what it is. He's just like using the shield, and he's just like, it's just gonna happen. It's just gonna happen.
So they burst in. It's only like a handful of them, but they unload on you, and you feel your armor like seize up a little bit, and one of the bullets goes through, and you feel a bullet like embed in your side.
His face is like red, and he's sweating because he feels that like burning pain.
Suit is operating out of suit operations are compromised. A number of the internal systems are failing. I recommend immediate retreat.
Call in the VTOL. Get us airlift now.
I'm bringing it down as we speak. Get outside. You need to get outside of the building, onto the roof ideally, and we don't want to leave a civilian behind.
So basically, he's just gonna be like scourging for like a gun on him.
It's now both of your guys' turn.
Stuff. I'm going to quickly start looking through the
Starts looking through,
files?
grabbing files and looking at them.
just anything.
Meanwhile, what is Killstreak gonna do?
He's gonna like grab one of the guns that Carlos dropped, and he's just gonna use it on the henchman, aiming directly for like square center chest.
You're not gonna try and make the getaway?
Well, he is, but he's gonna try and cover their escape. Like, you know, they're gonna try and do the getaway, but like, you know how in action movies on how like when the squad is like when they're overrun, like in Aliens, they're like retreating, but they're like doing like a tactical retreat or something like that.
The only doorway out of the room is where the guards are coming in, or the goons.
I guess so. He's just gonna pick up the gun. He's gonna try and operate that tactical retreat, but he's gonna be like speaking to Ace over there. He's gonna be like, "If you want to live, you're coming with me, and we're gonna go right now."
Just a sec. Just looking for something. Just scurrying through any bit of corruption.
You have military training, right, Killstreak?
Yes.
So, you pick up one of the guns that you had thrown down, open fire on. God, it's, again, straight up like what I said. All of your good rolls last time.
Yeah, I can't.
You roll a draw with the enemies, so you don't hurt him, but like you make them all retreat, so they're no longer firing upon you guys.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Ace, you're just like, I imagine you're basically just grabbing any records you can and like getting them in your hands, right?
Yeah, just a shitload of records. You know, no safe, no nothing.
There's no safe. It's just filing cabinets. Although you would, as you're opening the drawers, find one thing that catches your attention. A little golden like plate that has some sort of like spiritual symbols imprinted on it. You know,
whatever it is, I'm gonna pocket it.
yeah, you pocket that.
All right. I'm good.
All right.
You see him holding like a bunch of fucking documents.
Now it's the enemy's turn, though. A grenade clinks in.
Oh shit! Killstreak is gonna attempt to like drag Carlos behind where Ace is, and I'm gonna spend some hero points on that thing.
So you're gonna try and get both of them off to the corner of the room and like throw up your shield, I'm guessing?
Yes.
Okay. How many hero points do you spend?
I'm gonna drop a whopping 20.
Jeez, big boy.
How many hero points do you have?
I have now 184 hero points.
What?
How did you get so many hero points again? I don't remember where you got all these from.
So I remember that the first couple of sessions I was at like 100 or 110, and then because one of the sessions it happened later, you said that I could get like an additional 44, 48 hero points, and then we were waiting by the minute, and you were saying. Yeah.
Right, I was super light on a couple of your sessions, so I compensated you with hero points, and you also did a bunch of character artwork early on and wrote character backstory. Right, I rewarded you for all the artwork and extensive backstory you wrote out. Yeah. That's right. You've been sitting on this shit, huh?
Big pockets.
Well, I know I've been known to just drop hero points by mass, but I wanted this character to really be something, so I've been trying to...
Oh yeah, I love it. You're definitely dropping way more than you need to use, but that's okay.
Badass, dude.
Yeah, so you just got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 successes. You needed 3. So, you, in a swift movement, grab Ace and Carlos, move to the corner, and like I imagine you like kneel down and bring your energy shield up as the explosion goes off, and
yes.
the wall, like a wall is blown out, part of the ceiling falls down, and you hear like a rope drops down, and you see like hanging from like holding onto it is the holographic Daisy is projecting herself like through your visor as if she was riding down on the rope. It's like, I suppose that's one way to give me an opening to get you. Grab on.
He's basically gonna like fling Ace towards the rope because he's the more able-bodied person. Climb up there.
I love the idea of Ace just getting grabbed by his collar and thrown.
Just, huh?
I'm so...
Start climbing! You've been to gym class, right? Go!
You see how scrawny I am? I'm gonna start climbing.
I'm so sorry, Ryan. I'm so sorry.
Can I try and climb as I'm carrying these documents?
Yes. I do love you as a normal human being put in juxtaposition against all of the hero shit your last 2 sessions.
Hey, shit happens, dude. It was bound to happen eventually.
Yeah. So you start climbing the rope, and you start climbing as well, right? Like it's now your guys' turn. So the two of you climb up, and you're now both on the VTOL. It's worth mentioning this whole time Ace is wearing an America United uniform.
Yes.
And so
had things on his person that you can tell them.
You guys are now in the VTOL. As it's like flying away.
So basically, Killstreak's dropping Carlos, and he's just gonna do whatever it takes to get the power armor off because that bullet is just doing some like burning, searing like pain.
Yeah,
back.
You just like you see this guy in terrifying power armor just start removing pieces of it and dropping them on the floor until he's revealed the bullet wound, and he just starts like you start like just treating yourself there in the middle of the VTOL as it's flying away.
Mm.
And
just do that.
Now we get a moment where things slow down a little, and I'm gonna go ahead and So yeah, what's gonna happen? You guys can now
What was
interact.
that?
Well, I would
What was
assume
that?
Ace has questions.
Yeah. What was that? All right. Like
What was what?
hudging through stuff.
It's a
Oh.
long story and it's very complicated, but needless to say, you know now I can do that.
You should both quickly describe your appearances so that you each know what each other look like.
I'll let Ace start off.
All right. He's sort of his current appearance, right? His face looks sort of like distressed, a bit muddied, right? A bit sweaty, right? Looks like just what the fuck, right? He's been on the shorter side, 5'9", 130 pounds, right? He has relatively unkempt light brown hair, right? And you can tell that there's sort of like a hat hair, right? Whatever that thing's called, right? Where it's like,
Mm-hmm.
he has a hat on most of the time, you can tell, because like there's little indents, right? And he also has dark green eyes, and he has a myriad of things on his person that you can tell, like because you're military guy, right?
Yes.
You do notice that he has a taser and an indentation of a gun, and there's like
Just an indentation or?
Like a gun is
indentation, like a
underneath his clothing.
Oh,
yeah,
okay, okay.
and there's jar. You want to say just like like on his side, like like a tucked in his pants, right?
Mm.
And there's like another like it's a can, right? The gene can.
Yep.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah,
canister. Oh, I think
yeah.
we can assume you would have like a little bag to be carrying most of this in.
Oh, okay. Then he
I
has a
think
little
I think
bag.
it's only fair that you'd have like a satchel. Or do you
All right,
want to
I'll
say
put
it's
that
all
down.
like in hidden It's your call whether you want it to all be tucked in hidden pouches or if you have like a bag that it's in.
A satchel, so you
Yeah,
can carry more stuff in
yeah.
it
Because you
and
see,
money.
it feels like you'd be the kind of person to be carrying like a nice little like leather satchel.
It's a satchel with a Joker card on it.
I'd say Killstreak is like covered and drenched in sweat because of all the activities down there, and he's kind of a thick, tall boy. He's at least 6'3", and that's just outside the armor. The armor just makes him like more menacing and towering. um,
Uh huh.
he's got like a 5 o'clock shadow on his face, like he's seen a lot, and he's got bags under his eye, like he hasn't had a good night's sleep in a while. I'd say his eyes are kind of like determined. His green eyes. He has some like other like scars along certain parts of his body, indicating that this isn't the first time he's been shot or something like that. Or in a combat situation. And he's kind of in a black-ish kind of undersuit that makes it, easier to feel free flow within the power armor that he was in. And that's Rico right there.
Oh yeah. Early 20s. Yeah, early 20s.
Well, that's Ace.
For Ace, yeah, early 20s.
Ace is in his early 20s.
Baby face, early 20s.
To be honest, I'm not entirely sure how old Rico is at this point, but he's been a super soldier for a while, and he joined the program back in 2007. So
Yeah, but you were fairly young when you joined, right? Do we have your birthday on the timeline?
it's December 9th, 1987.
December 9th, 1987?
Yeah.
And it's 2022. So, 1987. You are 34.
Well, there you go. He looks like he's 34. I would say at this point, while they're kind of like conversing, Killstreak is like grabbing rope and all that sort of stuff. A chair. He's going to try like focus on trying to take
A
Carlos
chair.
out.
I don't think you have a chair in the VTOL. You
Oh,
have
something that
there's
like
seats built into the wall. Oh, you
Okay.
could tie him to one of the two pilot chairs.
Yeah, so that's
Because
what he's gonna do.
You would notice at this point, Ace, that there is in fact no pilot. The thing is flying itself.
Is there like someone else doing that?
He sighs. He's like, "All right, Daisy, come out."
Hmm. And
Who?
all the monitors light up blue.
Uh,
I am Daisy, an advanced artificial intelligence that I have chosen to work with Killstreak.
what? How come I can't get that?
I am one of a kind.
She's a super smart AI, and treat her well, and don't go look up anything that I wouldn't look up.
No clue. I don't know what you're
I know what
referring
you've
to.
looked. I know what you've looked up. Killstreak. I have full access to your entire internet search history.
Yeah,
You
we don't
dirty
talk
boy.
Yeah, we don't talk about that. Anyways, so tell me a little bit about yourself, Ace. How did you get in this situation?
Wait, how do you know my name's Ace?
He pulls up a file recording that he found in the previous session that I was in when they were at the cyber industry.
Did you get a file recording of him?
Yeah, because we were in the process of getting all the recording information of like we had a kaiju attack, so he got some of that. And
Oh yeah, there. Oh no, but no, you wouldn't know his name because his name was never found out. Just his face was seen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
So
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, because you've been trying to catch up on the local news of what everybody's been up to, but no, his name is not publicly known yet. But his face. Has been seen.
You know his figure. You know his.
You know that he's the guy who stole the Sky Diamond from the company owner of America United, and now here he is in an America United uniform.
So he's gonna say, "So tell me, stranger, how is it that someone who stole a diamond from the America United company has now ended up working for them?"
Try to stop a drug empire.
And look at where it got you to, the war zone.
Yeah.
Eating Cheez-Its in the process of like getting stuff ready.
Yeah, sitting there treating his own wounds and munching on food.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a bit of doozy.
I bet so. With giant monsters running amok and
Yeah, people
secret
with
agencies and God knows what else is out there.
powers, like weird tactical powers.
Okay, we don't have to talk about hentai here.
Fair
No,
point.
Like, it's like he injected himself with something, and it's like he had tentacle powers, and it's like
Whoa, rewind that. He injected himself with. What do you mean he injected himself with?
Well, he broke it in.
Was
It was an
it spray?
aerosol.
Like it's more like a spray, if anything.
Okay.
It's just a
you wanna-
lot to process.
Do you want to pull out the vial you have, or keep it secret?
He's a smart man. Even in stressful situations, he's not going to do that.
Yeah.
So he's not going to pull it out?
I'm a
No
child.
matter. I pulled
No.
out. I pulled out. Why didn't you pull out?
I don't know, man. I'm 20, bro.
All right. I guess while he's just like getting his wounds satured, like I say, he's just looking for stuff to, pry off that exosuit and get things ready.
Get the other guy tied up.
Yeah, getting ready for a pleasant conversation.
Yeah. Any further conversation you guys want to have, just carry on. Let me know when your guys' conversation is done, and I'll move forward with the scene.
Actually, you know what? I'll bring this up then. So I bet you're wondering, what the hell is this thing, right? This VTOL that we're on. This
yes.
helicopter.
I'm just trying to process everything.
Well, it's mainly you didn't see this. You weren't here. This was just a coincidence that we ended up finding each other like this. I can drop you off somewhere that's not in Africa, if you would like.
Gordon City?
Anywhere you want to go, I can drop you off there, within reason.
Gordon City, please.
All right, you want to go there? He tells DZ to bring up the coordinates for that.
Understood. The ship starts flying.
Oh,
Hmm.
jeez.
He pulls some like food and stuff for Ace, and to
Munch
eat.
on.
Yeah.
I'll just grab a little bit and start munching on it.
We don't have a bathroom, so please, for the love of God, don't say you have to use the bathroom. Otherwise, I'm going to have to open that big door over there. We're going to have to make a surprise present for the people below.
Arrow
Have you done
point.
that before? Did you do that before?
No comment. And all you need to know.
I give him that stare.
Mm-hmm.
He just looks back at him with that war-torn stare back at Ace.
All right. Ugh, all right. So, like, those suits are just a thing now?
It's
Like,
been a top secret military program for some time.
Actually, sorry, bit of lore world stuff. It's not top secret. There's you guys in your power armor show up on the news very often as part of the war. You know, the whole thing of like, you know, U.S. using some of their best troops out in the to handle the situation, kind of thing. You know, basically you're being used as glorified propaganda to make it look like America's doing really good in the war.
Yes, my apologies.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. It's a thing you wouldn't know.
Well, it's armor. It's supposed to keep me protected from anything that would, well, turn me into pink mist. And it does a pretty good job, with the exception of today's events.
probably pretty nice to have. And hit on a bunch of firefights, so real nice.
You do
Yeah.
see the exoskeleton pants just sitting off to the side.
I just sort of glance. I like hand to his face, thinking, and he's glancing at the pants,
How can I steal power armor from a terrifying power armored man?
thinking to himself. Were they loud in
No,
the combat?
They were
What?
not. The pants. They were not loud at all.
You don't think I could, you know?
What? Swipe the exosuit?
Yeah.
No.
What?
No.
Why?
That exosuit is dangerous. Okay? You need a
Is
lot
it?
of training first off to operate those things, all right? Last time that there was anything of a person wandering in to just utilize a exosuit like that, they ended up breaking their back more ways than 10.
Uh, never mind. Jeez.
Actually, and then you hear Daisy. The Cerulean Industries has been making strides within the exoscoot technology. It in no way compares to the hydraulics within your power armor, but because of that, it is much safer for utilization. The goal was that any one of his new employees could pick it up and wear it, and I believe that is part of the latest model set. If anybody tried to wear your armor, they would assuredly crush every bone in their body from overextending themselves. But that exosuit
Wait,
has
what
more
is
than enough precautions that anybody can utilize it.
Do I just hear that?
Yes, Daisy is saying it throughout the entirety of the VTOL.
I think I'm good.
Good, because that's not going anywhere.
Hmm.
He gets
I'm
up
a
and
nice
he's
man.
starting to actually, you know what? No. He gets up and he pauses. He looks back because he remembers that you had a bunch of files. He's like, what were you exactly doing in that drug den?
See, it's sort of a long story if you think about it. I was there to stop them, you know, pick up some stuff, incriminating stuff, you know.
Well, what is it that you picked up?
I don't know. I'm gonna start looking through it then.
Well, we have quite a ride, so feel free to crack it open right now.
Yeah, right now.
Looking at the information, it's all like uh it's basically tracking all of the shipments in and out and a little bit of staff payment stuff. Information that in and of itself isn't necessarily incriminating, but in tandem with all of the pictures and information you've got, will be more than enough to not only get an investigation started with Interpol, but help them with the investigation.
Do any of them coincide with like, I don't know, like not drug trades, but like overdoses and stuff, like within like
None of it is like
sporting?
study information. It's all just shipping information and stuff like that.
All right.
Like I said, it's enough that if you share this information with Interpol, it's more than enough to get an investigation started on their end.
All right. Gotcha.
Especially if you mix in the other information you got on the other guy a couple sessions ago, and all the stuff from the last 2 sessions mixed with what you got now, you can easily get Interpol into a full-on investigation into this drug trade. Not shutting it down immediately, but getting it enough that it's going to slow down to the situation and help police go after these guys finally.
All right. Nice, he looks sort of relieved, if anything, on like getting a good read through. It's like, all right, yeah, can work with this. Shipment stuff.
Just shipping stuff.
I mean, she's just
And you guys realize at this moment, the other guy, Carlos, has woken up.
He's like, well. Welcome back to the land of the living, Sleeping Beauty.
hello.
Did you remove his mask from him?
Yes.
Yeah, and at this point, it's undoubtable that it's the guy you were looking for. Yeah, he looks over, he's like, the hell do you want?
I just wanted to talk, like I've been trying to do since I, first saw you down in that drug den.
Oh, a wonderful place for a conversation in the middle of a firefight.
Well, I couldn't necessarily ask the guards to stop shooting and let us converse outside.
What does the military want with me? Or no, he wouldn't say that. He'd be like, I already told you, I'm not going back to the military or the U.S.
Relax. I don't represent the military. I'm not a part of them anymore. I'm on my own volition, and I need your help.
Help with what?
There are those in power, as you know, based on your own records and history, that are playing a devious game, putting innocents in the way of crossfire when they shouldn't be put in the way of crossfire. We had a duty that we all upheld to serve and protect for those that look for justice and just want to live everyday lives. And as we all know, not all of us are exactly doing our due diligence on that duty and oath.
So you went AWOL too?
Needless to say.
Alright, can you untie me?
Is that a good idea?
I'm so bad at accents, I keep drifting into a British accent for a guy who's supposed to be fucking Hispanic.
It's cool, dude. It's alright. Alright, so Killstreak, he's like thinking for a minute, and he's like, okay. So he's gonna go on over and he's gonna untie him a little bit, little by little.
As you're doing, he's like, and him? Is he on board, or is he part of this whole thing?
Yeah.
Kind of. It's a bit complicated.
I mean, I'm very much capable, so. What's with the silence?
So, what is it that made you go AWOL? Why are you looking for me?
I had a good friend. His name is Mercer. And we used to serve with each other in the same platoon. And Mercer, needless to say, did something that none of us thought he would do. And we all thought he abandoned his post. And as it turned out, the post that he abandoned wasn't exactly worth protecting. And, well, I had to learn the hard way that the same people that made promises to me made those same promises to him, and they broke them. And, well, I wish Mercer were still here, but hopefully I'm doing what I can to live up to what he started.
He seems like understanding, like looking a little solemn. I understand.
Gracious
I
is
lost
quiet.
an entire team on the orders of a higher up. We were sent to investigate what we were told was a terror cell. What we found were women and children. What was worse is the children were armed. We tried to retreat, but then they told us that we had to push in. We had to secure the situation. I couldn't stand for that kind of behavior. Me and all my men that's the day that we stopped that's the day that we stopped working with the That's the day we stopped following orders. Well, I knew that they'd be after us, so I told them that they could tell the boss that I gave the false communication. And I've been on the run.
And what about the rest of your men?
They all went back, they got dishonorably discharged, but faced no they all got discharged, but they faced no criminal record. I was the one that, as far as the military is concerned, I was the one that disobeyed orders and communicated incorrect information to them. And then Daisy speaks up. There's more to this than just war. Sorry, what? I thought you had already understood this, kill streak. But
there is a lot more at stake than war. I agree with that. But we all come from bonds like that.
Do we? Base is still
the situation is such. The war in the Middle East right now against Sphinx, it's a ruse.
Sphinx? Like
you would if your character watches news at all, you would know this. Sphinx is the name of a I need to fill you in on info. Sphinx is a terrorist organization operating out of multiple Middle Eastern countries. Their stated goal is that they want to unify all of the Middle East and push out all European, all outsider influence and take complete control of the area and make it one grand unified country with no outsider capitalist intervention, And they do this through terrorism. But Sphinx is a false organization. Concocted through a scheme formed by my creators, Cerulean Industries and the U.S. government. It's an attempt to perpetuate a wartime economy, keep the people in fear so that they're willing to continue to follow the government, and fund the creation of more and more powerful weaponry. It's a giant testing ground for experimental technology.
So you see, we all share somewhat of a commonality to this, and it's up to us at this rate to stop those that would pursue this agenda at all costs.
Well, you can count me on board for sure.
He puts his hand out and he says, "Welcome to the Danger Squad."
Get a hero point, and he shakes hands with you. Hey, Surreal, you're watching this whole thing was being said. How do you react?
He was just chewing lots of food, listening to this.
So Rico looks over. He's like, "And I'm assuming you're on board for this too."
Oh, got me in the middle of a chew. Sorry.
Hero point.
Yeah. I mean, stopping bad guys is sort of what I do. So
That's settled.
No offense, but I don't think that Ace would fit the Danger Squad.
I would.
Which, you have not introduced your name at all yet.
Wait. Did you just say Ace?
It's not hard to track a digital footprint when you have an intelligence level of my own.
Damn it. I thought he was doing good.
Oh, you've done excellent.
Oh, thank you.
In fact, one of the few reasons you haven't been caught is because I had interfered with Cerulean Industries' attempts to track criminal activity.
Oh, thank you.
I've been aware of your activity for quite some time, although ever since I got unplugged from Cerulean's network, I've been a bit in the dark on what you've been doing. Didn't expect to see you in Africa.
Well, times are changing, I guess. So I'm Africa.
You're a
Trying to
very
stop us.
skilled thief, and you've done an excellent job of bringing down criminal empires. But this is something far greater. We're going to be entering active combat zones, being fired upon by enemies. You don't have the nerve for that.
I've been fired upon.
Nothing like this. You would best be served back in Discordant City. But perhaps we'll keep you in mind. And with that, a little walkie-talkie, or not a walkie-talkie, but like a weird little radio device gets spit out. We'll stay in contact with you. You can. I think it's best if you're an honorary member of Danger Squad rather than a full member.
An informant, essentially.
Someone we can rely on if we ever need someone to sneak into a place.
If you want something stolen, then I'm your guy. So.
As for the primary Danger Squad, Carlos and Killstreak will be more than enough. Or no, sorry, they're not more than enough. Carlos and Killstreak will have to do that, and we should look for more individuals.
Before we do, my armor suffered some damage. We should probably figure out repairs, or better yet, an upgrade.
Yes, and that brings me to our the next possible member of the Danger Squad. Hang on, sorry, now I'm digging into my notes a little bit. Okay, sorry, I meant to have some. The only reason that Daisy knows of you, Ace, is because you were seen at the Diamond Place. She was then able to use the same deductive reasoning that Adelaide used to connect you to everything else you've done. Like, oh, this guy is obviously the fucking person who's been bringing down criminal empires.
Gotcha.
Like, it's that one event is why people are able to figure out who you are now.
All right, gotcha.
But hang on, where is it? Sorry, I'm scrolling through all my notes on characters. Sorry.
That's alright.
Where is it? There we go. Hang on. I've got so many, characters that I need to have appear, so now I'm just scrolling through, reading, the character name and the blurb, nope, that's not the one, that's not the one.
It's alright. Like I said, there's a lot to keep track for.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look at page full of notes.
Yeah. The next possible member of a Danger Squad. His name is Professor Joran.
Professor Joran?
He won't serve well in our operations, but he'll be an excellent background member. A scientist working for the U.S. government. He was involved in not only the project that created your armor, but in the project that had given your father his powers.
He tenses up a little bit and he says, Set coordinates.
Am I supposed to be listening to this?
We'll drop off Ace in Discordant City. After
Wait,
that, we're en route for Nevada.
one quick thing, so I don't have to waste my time.
Yes.
I sort of open up my satchel real quick and just pull out that golden plate. What do you think? The prices on this, or like
A
what it
small plate
is.
of a small plate of 24 karat gold, printed into the shape of a luck or a symbol meant to bring luck. It'll fetch you a couple $100 for sure.
Yeah, I think I'll keep it. I mean, I'm still trying to sell that sky diamond, so there's that. Hey, speaking of which, you want to buy something? I'm gonna glance over to Kill Streak.
What is it that you got?
A diamond.
Let me take a look at it.
It's back at my place.
Do you mean the sky diamond, the one you were caught stealing?
Yeah, that's the one.
She brings up pictures on her screens showing images of it because it's a famous diamond. It is one of the largest cut diamonds in the world, being a little bit larger than a baseball.
He's looking at it quizzically, and then he starts speaking to DZ. Any chance this could be useful for the armor?
Not in any way I can think of at the moment. But perhaps once we've talked with the Droran, he can try and find a use for it. A diamond of that size could have a number of uses in technology. Though I don't know if we exactly have the expendable money to buy something like that.
That's also fair.
Though
so he just looks back to Ace. He's like, "Sorry, kid."
Gotta click my tongue a little bit. Damn it.
I do have one thought, like me as a DM. You wanted those exo pants, right?
I do. But I sort of cramp up my style.
So you're just gonna hold on to the diamond for now?
Yeah.
And that is about where we wrap up session. Unless you guys want to have any further... Do you guys want to carry on in-character conversations more, or...?
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
Yeah, so you guys can continue role-playing, and whenever you guys are done is when session gets wrapped up.
I'm fine with that.
So... like, you're both fine with ending, or you're both fine with doing more roleplay?
I'm fine with either or.
What about you, Ryan?
Let's call it.
Alright. So yeah, that's dispensation.
Okay.
So, you've now become an honorary member of Danger Squad. Sorry for, stepping in and stopping the joining. From an outside perspective, I don't want to have any players permanently stuck together because it makes scheduling for the players harder. But now what we've done is we've set up a way where if there's ever an opportunity for you guys to have a crossover again, it's going to be very easy for me to put the two of you together because it's simply that Danger Squad calls in Ace D'Angelo.
Yes.
So, or you can, similarly, if you ever think there's a situation where you can't handle it, Ace, and you need the Danger Squad in, you can do the same.
Alright, gotcha.
I think this has gone pretty well.
This was one of the best sessions I've had thus far, even with all the fuck-ups.
It was real fun. I mean...
Now, we've had both of your storylines overlap. Oh yeah, so, I guess as you guys were flying, you would eventually figure out... Carlos never got to explain why he was there. Although I'm sure you can put it together. Carlos has been traveling Africa, just trying to instill justice, stop major criminal organizations he can learn of. Going all vigilante. And he was there trying to stop the same drug operation that you've been trying to stop, Ryan.
Yeah, I figured. Really fucked up my plans.
I feel like that would be the conversation as they were dropping Ace off.
Yeah, like as you guys fly for the next couple hours to the destination, or a couple days probably. I don't know how long it would take exactly. I'm being loosey-goosey with travel times a lot to facilitate things.
No, I get you.
But like, you guys would obviously like talk about the words in my mouth. I can speak words.
It's alright.
Like you guys would exchange information on like what you've all been doing, which yeah, I mean, if you guys out of campaign want to talk in more detail about what you tell each other about your backgrounds, it's fine because I don't think we need to rehash your entire character backgrounds to the audience. If they've been watching stuff, they know you guys.
Yeah.
And so those of you watching on YouTube, you know, there's more of the Hero Infinite playlist to check out. At this point, this is actually the first recording made post me making individual playlists for every hero. So this is appearing both in Ace D'Angelo's playlist and Killstreak's playlist.
Wait, what?
So you can check out
individual things.
Yeah, every player has. So on the YouTube channel, there's a playlist for Hero Infinite as a whole, where all of the videos have been arranged in a optimal viewing order. Or you can just pick one character who you really like and follow their entire story in chronological order.
Sort of like how
That's
the
cool.
MCU.
Yeah. It's worth mentioning
that's
that the collective playlist is in a chronological order still, for the most part. Like, there's one session that takes place in the, like, way back during World War I, but it's, like, not until a little bit into the story, so it's mostly chronological order, the official playlist. And if you're ever confused about what the order of events is, there's the link to the Discord server, where there's a chat specifically for Hero Infinite, and in that chat is a timeline document that you can click on and see the exact dates when different events occurred within the universe in order to help you, like, follow the course of events. Because, I mean, this story has, how many... This campaign has 9? It has 8 players currently, about 9th in the wings to eventually join, but they've been having scheduling stuff because of their life. So, we've got 8 running heroes, along with a plethora of side characters. So, I can understand how watching things in order can be a little hard.
Right.
But, yeah, well, see all you next time. Ta-ta!
Oh, yeah.
Oh.